Hello, this is Randall from Sir Randall Gaming. I am going to show you how to make subworlds really quick. So, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make some basic subworlds, and then we're going to go a little in depth on how to make advanced subworlds, and sectioning them off, and how to make your levels seem bigger than they are. So, for instance, alright, we got this world, and it's pretty big for us, so we like it, so we're good. But I'm on a subworld, so let's just fill this in. Really quick and easy. Alright. Let's say along the way I want to get a subworld to get some power-ups, or just go down below. So you just drag a pipe, drag Mario on top of it. If you can't drag Mario on top of the pipe, you have not unlocked this yet. It's the last thing you need to unlock, and I didn't unlock it, and I was like, why can't I drag Mario onto this? If you can't drag Mario onto this, that means you haven't unlocked it yet. I'm pretty sure everybody who has Mario Maker from day one has already gotten this unlocked. But if you just got it and trying to figure out how to do the subworlds, then the problem is that you haven't had this unlocked yet. Just give it time, try to unlock everything. This is the last thing you can unlock. So once you unlock it, and you can see it, how it just gets bigger, just drag them on top of it and go down. Now, obviously, it just chooses one basic one. It's a subworld, so it just wants to make it the underground. So we'll just put it here. And remember, you have two screens to work with. Two screens high. And this can be our advantage. So I will show you why later. But, for instance, I just want to make it so that... And of course, I really wanted to actually move it all the way back. Because remember, whatever you place the warp pipe in the overworld, it'll put it down in the exact same location on the subworld. So if you're over a little bit and you place it either way, going from your subworld to your main overworld, it'll put it in the same pipe. So like, say if we put a pipe here, see, it puts us right back to where we have. And you don't have to have the pipe exactly right. You can put it anywhere in your level. It just defaults where the location matches up on the sub and bottom. So we'll just put that there. We don't want Mario to die, so we'll just do that. For instance, actually, let's just delete that. So let's go back to our world here. So, okay, finish this up. Alright, so we have, this is our power. Yep, we are just going to, just be a little silly. Let's just put our... there. And then we'll have Mario come back up. And we'll put that pipe right here. Of course, sometimes it never really seems to work out well. So, alright, let's just see how this works out. So... okay. Let's go back to the start. Play. And as you can see, all right, we can put whatever we want in here. Bad guys, blocks, change up, you know, just anything you want. Go down. Right. Back up. Goes back up, and you can continue on until you're at the end. And you can have it so that they can continue without having to do that. I mean, it's like, okay, I don't really want to go down this pipe. But let's keep going. Alright, well, let's say that we want a bigger level. Something that... something that we want longer. Let's say that you are really making this really long level, and you really want more room. So here's a cool thing. Let's go to our goal. Let's drag this all the way out. The end. Very cool. And then we'll work on getting that later. So, alright, cool. So let's say you have your overworld. And you can do whatever you want with it. But let's say, okay, well, you have all this cool stuff going on, and you're still running out of room. I mean, to be honest, we can actually create some really long levels if we want to. Let's say, okay, here's the end of our level. We run out of room. Let's just say we filled that whole thing up. We're like, oh, okay, so let's just block this off. And, okay, we're good. So let's just drag this pipe here. The cool thing about the overworld is, of course, remember, when you see how this is all the way here? So remember, whatever you place on the top, it will be the exact same place at the bottom. But the cool thing is, you can move it all the way back to the beginning. Here is the cool part. You don't have to keep the same theme. You can have different themes. So let's say that we wanted to continue, or we wanted an airship, or a ghost house, or castle, or underwater. But let's say, well, I'm really liking the overworld, and I want to continue and make that level look really long. So here's the cool part. You can have your underworld can be the same as whatever your overworld is, and continue. So, alright, let's just do this for... Just do... We're just going to fill this in real quick. Alright, so now we're here at the end. So, you don't have to even fill this in. You can just put it right here. But I'm just going to put that there. This is just an example. And we're going to drop that in. And oh, look. Let's drop our pipe here. We'll just do that. Actually, kind of like that. Cool. So now watch this. We're going to go back to the beginning. Play. Alright. So we have all this now. So we fill this into anything we want. We can put our bad guys, question mark blocks, mini bosses, whatever you need to do. Or elaborate. And remember, you still have 2 screens up, so you can still do all that. And go down. And you're good. And see, now look, we have this whole underworld. Technically underworld, but it's still the same, but it looks like it's a really long level. And you can have some really cool... You can spell coins out, or you can just make a really long level if you'd like. See how much room you have to work with? So if you feel like you're constrained by the levels, which I think they're pretty long actually, and that is how you make levels longer. You have so much room to do that. But here's another thing I wanted to show you guys. You can section off your subworld too.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, back to the beginning. Alright, we're going to use the underground, for example, of this. Alright, let's say, alright, we don't want that long, but we kind of want an underworld and actually have like a few things in the underworld. So, alright, it's fine. Alright. So, we have our level for a little while, and then we're like, okay. I'm gonna section this off. And remember, you can actually make it look like it's not the same part of the world if you want to. You can do it any way you want, of course, but I like to, in my levels, I want to make sure that they think it's a different level and it's different altogether. So if they come here, they can't see past that. So like, okay, I got to go down. It's just automatically telling them, you need to go down. It's like, no more of this level. So we're going back down. Oh. And like I said, remember, there you have 2 screens. Like, you have 2 screens tall. I'm going to put this at the beginning here. So, look, we have 2 screens. And this is where I'm going to show you where this comes in handy. So, let's do this. So, I'm going to do this. So I could show you how to section this off. Normally I wouldn't fill this in, but we are just going to just show a basic thing. Alright. We want it maybe about that long. Alright, cool. So Mario drops in. We can make him do what he wants. We can make some... Here, and... Alright, so we're going to drop him in here. Again, you can do whatever you want. So we're going to continue over here. Place the pipe right here. For our example. Let's just make this way. And if you don't want them to go back up, just also make sure you do put this all the way up to top, so. Or you can just, you know, that, whatever you want to do. But, so they can plop down here and continue on. So we can go on for a little bit. Just make this a little longer. Then I can show you how much you really have room to actually create your subworlds. And it's amazing what you can do with this. Alright, cool. So we're back. Alright. So we have Mario run for a while, doing his thing. Yeah, okay, well, look, actually I want to make another subworld. You can actually, okay, let's say, alright, I don't want to have this. I just want this like a power-up price. So we can just say, okay, we'll do a power-up one. So they don't have to keep going. I mean, they can just keep going if they want to. They can ignore it, but so alright. And just say that, alright, this pipe here. Actually, that's where we want it. You can visualize it if you want. Alright, so we're back here. And you can control how long your underworld is by dragging the G out. So, alright. Where did we drag our pipe? I know it's here somewhere. You have so much to do. So you can actually don't have to have, it's not the same size. If you set your overworld first, then create, it'll be the same size. But if, let's say that you created a short level and you decided to make it really long, you can change the size of the subworld. But whatever your initial size of your overworld is what your subworld's going to be. Alright, so here we go. This is just going to be a power-up. So, use this up here. It's like, oh, we have this upper area of this that we haven't used. What? Let's just put it to good use. So let's just try it here. Oops. There we go. And we're just going to make it something simple. It's just going to be a power-up. So, and remember, you can just fill it out so they don't see anything. Or do whatever you want. You can do it, if you don't care, it's fine. I mean, this is something I do personally, so it's nothing that you... Alright, so we're going to have our mushroom here. And we're going to have our pipe here. Back Mario back up. Remember, it'll take you back exactly where you are at the top. So this is, since it's like near the beginning, but thanks to, you don't have to put the pipe exactly where, you can put it anywhere you want. So we're going to say, oh, that's where we're going to put it. Alright. Oops. And there. Actually, let's try to make it same size. Alright. So Mario can go on, whatever. Alright. So now we want to continue on, because that's our little, our base. So. Alright, we're getting near the end. I want to make another subworld. Alright, so, yeah, let's do that. And drag him in here. So now, still have all this to do. You can actually make a lot more and divide it up more, like you can go up. But just think, you can section off the subworlds so you can actually have more. It doesn't, even though you only have one subworld to work with, you can section it off to actually have many, many subworlds. You don't have to be that long. Remember, you have 2 screens to work with. You don't have to be the entire length of the world. So let's say, all right, here. Alright, so Mario comes out here. We want all the way at the top, actually. That's where we want, right here. So. Now let's say, oh, actually, I kind of want this to be a longer sub-level. So, the whole thing is that we already got our mini sub-world and everything, so we can just keep going down, or keep going off. Making... So you can have a really long subworld, and then when you get to the end... drag it here. Drag him on top. And we'll put it here. We'll just... Right, now look, we'll show you how everything fits together. And we'll play.
Mexico.
Oh, okay, so we have our mini level, and this can be as short as long as you want. It doesn't matter, you can put anything in your level, like I said. So, down. So here we have our first subworld. We can have our, do things with. You can have as short as long as you want. Down. All right, we're back up. And we can have whatever we need here. We can actually have another subworld here if you want. Or, but, oh, okay, here's our first power-up. So they can continue on. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can go down this pipe. Oh, I can. That's our power-up. Keep going. So they didn't have to go down there. That was a totally option. So now we have a whole bunch of more levels, and then we realized, oh, we're getting near the end. So let's make another. Let's actually make a longer sub-level. And you know what? Say you don't like this. All right, so I want them. So you can fill this in. And I'm not going to fill all of this in just because I just want to show you. So let's actually back up. So we go back here. Remember, we go back down this part. All right. All right. So we're actually starting from the beginning. So, and here we are with our power up. We choose not to go down it. So I'm gonna choose to keep going. Just fill all this into whatever you want. Go down here. See, now this is our longer sub-level. So, and we can do and fill whatever we want in here. Actually have it a little more difficult. How long that is? That's a pretty decent level. And we still have plenty of room down there to make more sub-levels. So, just because you have one sub-level doesn't mean you have to think that's all you have. Section it off. You can actually do a lot with the subworld you have. So I'm hoping this will help you guys out, because I was figuring out, well, when I first heard that Mario's only going to have one sub-level, I was like, oh, that's stupid. Then I realized that it was 2 screens tall, and you can make it really long. You can do so much you want with it. So I'm hoping this tip will help you out. After experimenting with some of my levels, just wanted to give you guys a heads up and things that you may not have thought of, or thinking, how can I make this longer? So, thanks guys for tuning in. This is Sir Randall of Sir Randall Gaming. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks for Super Mario Maker.